After a solid start by Barangay Nebra kung saan lumamang sila ng hanggang 7 puntos at 11-4, etong Alaska Aces has come right back, took a 4-point lead and has now settled for a 2-point lead as we open the second quarter of action. 25-23 is your score. Mag-umarchan po kasama natin si Coach Ronnie Magsanok and the Dean Quinito Henson. The Dean, how did Alaska wrest control of this game as we take a look at that Dozier block?
When you go back to the Dean's list, ginagawa nilang tama as you take a look at, oh, what a nice pass and a block. Free throws coming up for Abueva. Yung sinasabi natin kanina about tagging the paint, but a good job of taking away the offensive rebounds ng Barangay Nebra. No easy baskets in transition for Barangay Nebra. They did not score a single second chance point in the first quarter and increased their bench power. 12-5. Advantage ng Alaska's relievers for the Ginebra second unit players.
As we invite everybody na makisummer saya na sa Paddy's Point. Avail of 4 bottles of any strong beers for only 100 pesos during happy hour or 1,000 pesos worth of food and drinks on peak hours and get a chance to win 3 iPad minis. Tara na kabarkada, visit the nearest Paddy's Point. Coach Ronnie, ang tanong ko naman sa'yo, ano ang nawala sa Barangay Nebra in the tail end of that first quarter kaya na-surrender nila yung kalamangan?
Well, nawala yung perimeter scoring nila. Mabigat ang kanilang outside shooting. They've scored 15 of their first 23 points from the 3-point area. Pero nung nawala si LA, lumaylay yung kanilang looks from the outside. Lucky for them, Chris Ellis was able to nail that tip 3 before the end of the first. Dahil kung bakit dumikit sila sa last pasok dito sa second quarter.
Billy Mamaril goes glass, kasama niya sa sahig etong sina Helterbrand, Tenorio, Meyerhofer, and Ellis. Binabantayan niya sina Ontiveros, Casio, Dozier, Velasco, and Abueva.
And notice no Macklin in the lineup here for Barangay Nebra to open the second quarter.
Meyerhofer running into Velasco. Overshoots the mark pero took the brunt of the contact and will do the line for 2 shots.
VMAC played a total of 40 minutes in Game 1. Alam ni Coach Al Francis Chua na pag sila ay nakadikit, ibig sabihin maganda ang performance ng kanyang local unit. Gives him ample time to give VMAC fresh legs. Dahil nakita natin in the tail end of Game 1, medyo naglimp itong si VMAC ng third quarter all the way to the fourth. Gusto niya sariwa itong si VMAC sa kanyang pagsabak dito kay Bulldozer.
Ginebra assistant coach Alan Kaidik sandwiched by VMAC and Mark Caguiwa. Kita natin yung game number 1 in that second quarter. Nung walang mahanapan ng inspirasyon si Coach Alchua, pinasok niya si Mark Caguiwa. How did you like his running up and down? How did you like how he looked? Malapit na ba sa 100%?
It's always difficult coming off an injuries, especially an MCL layoff. 11 games hindi siya nakalaro, maglalaro ka sa finals, maski na mahusay ka, maski nag-MVP ka, tao ka lang, mahirap yan. But he made it a point to sacrifice yung kanyang personal na mga production, trying to inspire the rest of his team. Pero sabi nga niya, eventually, as the series goes deeper, minimal minutes pa rin ang kanyang pwedeng laruin.
Parang Willis Reed in that game 7 of the New York Knicks series when they beat Los Angeles Lakers yata.
Correct.
By the way, kanina, another second chance opportunity for Alaska at nakakuha ng putback si Dozier. That's because Macklin is not around. They need him also to protect the basket on the defensive end of the floor.
Abueva kontra dito kay Ellis on that right baseline. And away from play, there is a foul. Mamaril and Dozier nagkiskisan.
What Calvin Abueva can bring in terms of physicality para dito sa Alaska, kayang ibigay yan ni Pili para sa kupunan ng Ginebra. Yan ang hinahanap dito ni Coach Al Francis Chua. Sino ang matchup mo sa bugbugan laban dito kay Dozier, who seems to be an immovable force underneath. He did that to Denzel Bowles. He's been squeezing the life out of VMAC. Kung kaya't ito, ikaw naman ang magparupok dito kay Bulldozer, sabi ni Coach Al, dito kay Billy Mamaril.
Ay binalik na rin dito si Vernon Macklin para sa Ginebra. Kasabay pa niya si Billy Mamaril. Step back jumper, Rob Dozier will miss. Tenorio for the rebound.
And that time, no offensive rebound for Alaska because Dozier took the shot from the outside.
Ellis misses. Macklin looking for the putback stuff is fouled.
You have to like what Chris Ellis is doing here. Continuing to attack the basket, even if Rob Dozier has continued to be a defensive blanket para sa Aces. That will leave the weak side rebounding looks para dito kay VMAC.
Macklin takes care of that first free throw.
Maka-atake ka lang eh. Makapasok ka lang dun sa heart ng depensa. Meron nang mangyayari. Iba talaga Meron kang tama sa labas at meron kang umaatake papunta sa loob.
At saka it breaks down the defense
Yes.
inside. Yung sinasabi natin, packing the paint inside. If you're able to penetrate and you draw the defense towards you, then it opens up opportunities for Macklin to get the offensive rebound and the putback, which is exactly what happened.
And the floor spacers were able to deliver already the first quarter. Lima na. Ang
Tama,
tinama
tama.
nila from the
Three
press.
pointers.
Therefore, ang closeout ng Alaska, laging closeout long yan. Pwede ka nang umatake.
Dozier looking to muscle his way through. Traveling ang naitawag sa kanya.
Makikita mo rito yung mga matchup ng mga coaches. Locals are taking on the reinforcements. Ayaw mo na ma-foul trouble agad yung mga imports mo. And the local defensive matchups are doing a good job containing their respective coverages. Toss on Macklin and Billy on Rob Dozier.
And the whole idea is to move them away from their comfort zone. Kanina nakita natin, si Dozier putting the ball on the floor. Oh, nice.
What a recovery
Yeah.
galing dito kay
Grabe.
Dozier.
But they had the right idea. Nakapag-penetrate sila and they had almost a backdoor play. Nandun lang si Dozier because that wingspan of his is tremendous.
Asho in traffic, gets it to Thoss. Nice up fake. Nakagat-tagat doon itong si Chris Ellis. No other recourse but to give up the foul.
Those imports will dominate with their scoring. But this is a totally different package na meron itong si Dozier. It reminds me of a Rosell Ellis who can dominate the game using his defensive intensity. His energy on defense, his demeanor is exactly what Alaska needed. And he was able to put the aces on his back because of his defensive toughness from the start of this conference.
Ako, I call him a chemistry player.
Yes.
He's not a 50-point scorer or even a 30-point scorer. He's capable of doing that. He did have a 28-point game. But in game number 114 points, what about his 22 rebounds?
Nice reverse shot. Galing dito kay Ellis.
Once again, continuing to attack the basket. Dozier was forced to help on the double high. Chris Ellis sumagitsit dun sa bandang gilid.
Dozier at the post.
Nobody's doubling.
Mamaril holding his own. Shot clock is at 5. Thoss, napakalayo pa nito. Puts it on the floor. Sonny loses that leather. Tumama pa sa kanyang paa bago lumabas ang bola.
What Alaska is missing here is the production from JB Casio. He is the best floor spacer para dito sa Aces. And as a result, nakaka-match up ng maayos ang Ginebra dito kay Dozier, maging dito kay Sonny Thoss.
Blanco pa yung point production sa tabi ng numero na ito ni JB
Oo,
Casio.
magandang barometer yan para sa depensa ng Ginebra.
As Tenorio lines this one up, sintis lang Dozier with yet another board. Pang-11 na yan para dito sa import ng Alaska. Baguio passes it up to Dozier. Nakita si... Oh! Napitin yung talon neto ni Sonny Thoss. Nakaltag pa siya on the follow.
Pero walang pito Play goes on, but Sonny Thoss will miss.
And down again. It's become very, very physical. Sonny
Hindi
Thoss
na
had to
Calvin
be
Crush Oops! And again.
Mamaril and Ontiveros, second time around.
Bago matapos ni Kinito yung sinasabi niya sa unang banggaan nila, pagpikit ng ating mga mata, pangalawang banggaan na. Dito may mapipitukan na.
Billy Mamaril this time around, making sure na makita ng referees yung bangga sa kanya. Kalahin mo, ganun katindi yung pagbagsak niya.
And then a big adjustment right away by Coach Luigi, putting in a different matchup. It's all about matchup. You talk about any series na nilalaro ng ating mga koponan.
At nakita din natin si Don Ontiveros. Siya din ang pabagsak in that situation.
Yan yung mahirap sa mga coaches kung paano mo iisipin yung mga matchups. Papasok mo, itutwik ng kalaban mo, coach. Ipapasok niya, hahanap ka na naman ng magandang matchup.
Elterbrand over to Macklin at the post. Dalawa kalaban. Macklin bounces it to Ellis. Goes reverse. Ang lalim doon. Rebound battle na kay JB Casio. JB on the move. Goes to the left side. Napitawan. Rob Dozier looking to settle things down para dito sa mga Alas.
Oh, nice pick and roll right there.
Oh, but Billy Mamaril ties
Defense
him
was
up.
there.
Billy is looking to exhaust all his personal fouls if he needs to, just to wear down itong si Rob Dozier. Every foul, he makes it a point na maramdaman itong si Rob Dozier.
But that time, maganda yung floor spacing ng Alaska.
Hindi
When they ran the
naka-show
pick and
itong
roll.
si Vima.
Yes,
Nakita ko
oo.
pagod na pagod siya. And Dozier just able to roll to the basket. Billy was the last line defender forced to give up that foul.
Take a look at some of the Aces, yung angas na mga alas lumabas talaga ng Game 1.
Yun ang sinasabi natin about 6 players from Alaska scoring in double figures in game number 1 compared to just 2 for Barangay Ginebra.
Majority of those points created by their initial defensive stops. Kung titignan natin yung first quarter talaga, ang naipanalo ng Alaska, 28-6. But the rest of the last 3 quarters, nakuha yun ng Ginebra. But eventually, the big hole was too much for them to be able to overcome.
Yung naipundar nila was enough. It was enough the rest of the
That was
way.
big. In fact, Barangay Ginebra outscored Alaska in the
rest of the
second
way.
half.
Yes, the rest of the way.
And it was a tied second quarter. But the big difference also was in the assist department. Alaska moving the ball well, getting a high percentage from their shots, while Barangay Ginebra only with 13 assists against 25 assists for Alaska. Ngayon, titignan natin, how are both teams doing here in the assist department? Are they doing the right things in being efficient? Well, right now, Alaska with 5 assists, Barangay Ginebra with 8 assists.
Orbistondo from the corner. Tumito na yung ating officials even before that attempt.
Pang stepping ang tinawag dito kay Josh Orbistondo. Kanina si Josh ang nagse-set up dito para kay LA. Ngayon naman si LA ang nagtitimon para sa Ginebra.
Nabanggit natin about the assists discrepancy in this ball game. What about the turnover situation? Alaska with 8 turnovers and only 3 for Barangay Ginebra. So Ginebra with the advantage of those 2 departments, but it's in the scoring department. Making the field goal percentage where Alaska has a high percentage. They're shooting 32%, Ginebra only 30.
Alaska now up by 6 points, forcing Coach Al Francis Chua into yet. Patuloy ang aksyon dito sa loob ng MOA Arena as we take a look at this Coat Saver miracle shot. Calvin Abueva on the run with the hook. It's a Coat Saver miracle shot. And that was part of that Alaska run that has given them this 6-point lead, 35-29.
Biggest nila dito kasamang Magu.
Noticeable absences dito sa second quarter. Tenorio hindi pa nakaka-score. And Macklin throughout the game so far has not hit a single field goal. Lahat ng puntos niya, 3 coming from the free throw line. So yung depensa ng Alaska, again, proving very efficient.
Abueva misses from the outside. Coming up on the halfway mark ng ating second quarter. Tenorio in the lane, kicks it out. Barangay looking for the first 3-pointer of Ginebra in the second quarter. Couldn't hit from within.
Wow.
Abueva gets the leather. Abueva pushes it hard, gets it to Espinas. Kinaliwa pa. Andodon si Dozier to clean it.
Talk about bench scoring once again. Calvin Abueva flexing his muscle. Gab Espinas showing us his biceps. Walo na ang abante rito ng Alaska.
And what about Rob Dozier's offensive rebounding in the putback? Yung mga hindi nagagawa ni Macklin dito, and he misses for point blank range and doesn't get the offensive rebound.
Look at Abueva going coast to coast. Cleanup job missed by Cyrus Baguio.
Pag hindi ka tumatama from the outside and even your inside gunners are not able to deliver, you have to work harder sa inyong transition defense.
Mega Force move yan. Nahatid sa inyo ng Mega Force. Tibay at lakas si Espinas. Cleaned up his own mess. Yun ang lakas ni Gabby Espinas.
Pag hindi ka bumaba, masasaktan ka talaga ng sunod-sunod na puntos, and this is exactly what Alaska is doing to the defense of the Gin Kings.
Azul, who has been lighting it up from all over the court in the last few games para sa Alaska, is fouled. Bistondo na bituan sa pagkakataong yun. And with 5:13 remaining in this first half, etong Ginebra will be in the penalty sa susunod na foul na kanilang pamimigay.
Only 6 points so far in the quarter para sa Gin Kings compared dito sa 12 puntos ng Alaska Aces.
That's 18% scoring from the field for Barangay Ginebra. Big difference here in the second quarter. Yung rebounding advantage ng Alaska. You're seeing that in the offensive rebounds. 5-3 ang kanilang edge.
Dozier misses. Raimundo tracks it down. Orbistondo over to Macklin. Macklin inikot papunta kay Raimundo. Para kay El. Gets it to Orbistondo. Lalabas kay Tenorio. Go. Azul picks it up. Pushes it hard.
That's unforgiving defense by Alaska. Nakita natin the closeouts. And Macklin didn't even bother to attack the defense. He needs to be more aggressive. Even if it's Dozier on him, he's got to be aggressive.
Azul off the turnaround. Misses on that 3. 37-29. Alaska with the largest lead of the game. Higit 4 na minuto natitira sa ating first half. Tenorio looking for Raimundo. Boom! Huli ka ni Gabi Espinas. 5-on-4 the other way. Apueva.
And again, Alaska using its vaunted defense to create scoring looks. Grabe, choking defense, closing out, no open three-point looks. B. Macklin contained Ginebra only with 6 points here in the second quarter.
Right now, leading for the points is Barangay Ginebra.
Pagod na pagod yung Ginebra, makikita mo.
This is the first double-digit spread of this game. Kirby Raimundo, though, changes just that.
They needed that basket. The fourth spot has to be able to deliver para sa Gin Kings. Dahil nag-off the ball itong si V-Max. Sino nga atake? As Gabi Espinas once again showing us that he's a fine off-the-ball defender.
Pero as that Kirby Raimundo shot went in, there was a foul whistled on Mac Barakael. Sa rebound battle niya dito kay Abueva. Ibinanggit na natin, penalty
Yes.
na. Etong Ginebra, so 2 shots para kay Abueva.
If you're Ginebra, you just want to make sure that you stay close and disallow Alaska from building a double-digit lead heading into the second half. Mahirap maghabol. Gusto mo lagi kang nakadikit.
Well, big counter here for Barangay Ginebra is that they wanted to use their speed with a transition game. Ngayon, nauunahan na sila ng Alaska sa takbuhan. Naiiwanan sila.
As we take a look at our Fresco Fresh Face, brought to you by Rain or Shine Fresco, our first and only odorless, antibacterial, and 100% elastomeric paint. Mac Barakael hits his 6th point of the contest, and that keeps Ginebra within 8 points.
And that's a good sign that Barangay Ginebra finding a range from outside. Again, man down.
Calvin Crush
penalty na.
once again.
Once he gets under your skin,
Yeah.
maapektuhan ang laro mo. We saw this in the Sun League series. Initially, Sun League got the upper hand in game 1 of that series. Sabi nga ni James, kiss muna. But after that game 1 win by the Sun League Coffee Mixers, Abueva was able to really impose his pesky personality
And
sa
ito,
kanilang kalaban.
Coach Ronnie, iimbestigahan ng ating officials.
Wow.
Anong klaseng foul nga daw ba yun? Was that a regular foul, flagrant 1, or maybe even a flagrant 2?
Tatlong beses nagpanggaan that looked like the half swing.
That's gotta be a flagrant foul.
Nakumonekta.
Oo,
Pero kanina pa yan, may pinanggalingan dito yan sa opposite end. Lahat ng nagsasalubong ay nagbabanggaan, nagbabalikatan. Pero yung mas
Flagrant foul penalty 1 whistled on Mac Barakael, which means makakabalik lang siya sa ating laro sa 16-second mark netong second quarter.
That's a
Gin
3-minute
Kings-
setup.
the
Yes.
Gin Kings have to keep their temper in check. This is not a lost cause for them. Although they're behind by 8, na-figure out na nila kung paano sila lalamang kanina. Ngayon, ang iisipin naman nila as we cross over the lemon time break barely with 3 and 16 left. Ano naman ang adjustments na gagawin nila? Passes sa counter adjustments. Ay pinukul sa kanila ni Coach Luigi Trillo. But ang kailangan ni Coach Al Francis, kumpleto yung rotation niya. Kumpleto yung substitution pattern niya. Dahil kung pati yun, magiging problema niya, mas mahihirapan sila rito sa hamon ng Alaska.
Lalong-lalo na itong si Mac Barakael. As we take a
Importante
look
siya
at our 5 picks, 1 word for today. Nadine, anong tingin mo dyan?
Madali yan. Pwede ko sasabihin.
Ako, kinaibayaw pa, well?
Yan po ang ating ulan. At kung gusto nyo makita ulit yun, puntahan nyo lang yung Facebook account natin dito sa ating coverage team as we head into this Alaska timeout. 41-33, it is the... With just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half, Cyrus Baguio buries a 3-point shot. At ganun-ganun lang, biglang pumanik na sa 11 ang abante ng Alaska, 44-33. Magumar John kasama si Coach Ronnie Magsanok, Dadine Quinito Anson with Sal Guevara patrolling the sidelines. Ito po ang game number 2 ng finals best of 5 ng ating Cebuana Lubilier PBA Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Mac Barakael in the freezer. Penalty box muna siya for the next 3 minutes of action or 2:32 na lang dahil umandar na ang ating orasan. Big block from behind Ontiveros pero picked up by Macklin. Kirby, fancy pass to Ellis. Naputokan na sila ng 24.
And again, Alaska's rock-solid defense disrupting any point of attack by the Gin Kings. Not even an attempt at the basket para din sa punan ng Ginebra.
Actually, 2 shot blocks by Alaska in that sequence.
Pero si Dondon Ontiveros pa yata nakurbo doon sa huling hagupit ng shot block niya yon. He is being checked na by the medical staff of Alaska.
Hinabol niya yung loose ball, no?
Dozier over to Casio. Pulls up for a 3. Bang!
Very simple. Ball screen for J.D. Casio using the big set by Dozier. Easy shot coming from Alaska.
Nagseed. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena kung saan ang Barangay Nebra nag-release sa kanilang atake. At the 2-minute warning of our first half, Coach Ronnie, Barangay Nebra early in this game led by as much as 7 points. Pero ngayon Alaska has taken total control. Barangay Nebra is in a world of trouble.
Sabi nga natin, yung depensa rito ng Alaska ang bumubuhay sa kanila. At yun naman ang sumasakal sa Ginebra. LA Tenoro shot 10 points in the first quarter. But after that, talagang manaka-naka na lamang ang scoring from the perimeter para sa Ginebra.
Napapag-usapan natin yung depensa ng Alaska. In this quarter alone, ilan na ba ang block shots sila? They've got 6 block shots in this game.
Dozier.
In this quarter.
Inside goes Glass. At ganun-ganun lang, busy sa ang abante ng Alaska.
24 points for the Aces in the second quarter compared to only 10 para dito sa Gin Kings.
Ronnie, nakita natin sa first quarter kanina, yung 5 3-pointers ng Barangay Nebra. Here in this quarter, not a single 3-pointer scored by the Kings. But ang Alaska doing well from the outside. They've got 2 3-point conversions. Nag-reverse ang tide when it comes to 3-point scoring.
That
And you know how important that is for Ginebra.
That acrobatic layup by Ellis stops the bleeding para sa Ginebra. Pero Espinas is having his way underneath.
Bench scoring once again abundant here for the Aces. And as a result, down by 7, now on top by 16.
8 puntos na para dito kay
Mabigat
Gabby
yan, ha?
Espinas. Bonus na bonus yan para dito sa Alaska as Tenorio rattles this one, finally breaking his own slump.
First 2 points for LA here in the second quarter. But Ginebra still down by 14.
Alahating minuto na lang natitira sa ating first half. Alaska wanting to keep the momentum heading into the dugout. JP Casio delivers from deep.
Scoreless in the first. 6 points later in the second, pushing Alaska to a 17-point advantage kontra dito sa Barangay
And the big
Ginebra.
problem with Barangay Nebra, their 3-point shots aren't falling. At si Macklin, not a single field goal conversion in this game so far. They're digging themselves into a deep hole.
Ginebra looking for the last shot. Hilterbrand loses it. Casio looking to tap it over, and that'll do it for the first 24 minutes of action. What a run by the Alaska Aces as they take a 17-point lead. 54-37 ang nasa ating talaan sa pagtatapos ng unang 24 na minuto ng aksyon.